Dear students, I am Dr. Ganesan, Head Department of Economics, Ayanada Janagiammal College, Sivagasi. Today, in the video lesson, I am going to explain about index numbers, that to Consumer Price Index. It is a very important topic and it will be very useful in many aspects. So now we will clearly discuss about the Consumer Price Index. So first we understand what do you mean by Consumer Price Index. So here the Consumer Price Index is otherwise called Cost of Living Index. So if we want to study the cost of living of people living in a particular area, we should analyze Consumer Price Index. Because the cost of living of one place is differ from another place. So if you want to compare the standard of living of one group of people who are living in one particular area with another area, here we need help from cost of living index or called the Consumer Price Index. So here now what do you mean by Consumer Price Index? So here Consumer Price Index measures the changes in the cost of living of workers due to change in the retail price. So here Consumer Price Index are used to study the cost of living of workers due to changes in the retail price. So here we the consumers buy the product only in retail manner. So at the time of estimating or analyzing Consumer Price Index, we have to consider the retail price. So changes in the retail price will affect the cost of living of the workers. Without change in the income level of the worker, if the retail prices increases means it will reduce the purchasing power of that particular workers. So here in Consumer Price Index measure the changes in the cost of living of workers due to change in the retail price. So Consumer Price Index numbers are designed to measure the average change over time in the price paid by ultimate consumer for a specified quantity of goods and services. So here index numbers are designed. For what purpose the Consumer Price Index are designed means to measure the average change over time in the price paid by ultimate consumer. So here the ultimate consumers, we buy many product in different quantities at different price level. So what is the average change in the price level of the commodities which are demanded by the ultimate consumer, and what is the impact on the quantity demanded by the consumer, that we can study with the help of Consumer Price Index. Here again the Consumer Price Index is used to study a change in the price level affect the cost of living of different classes of people differently. If you want to classify the people, we are classifying the people into poor people, middle income people and rich people. So if any change in the price level, definitely it will affect the cost of living of different classes of people in different way. Changes in price level will affect very heavily the poor people, and it will affect normally to the middle income people, and there is no effect on the rich people, because the rich people are having enough amount of money in their hands to afford goods and services. So changes in the price level will affect different people differently. And what is the effect on the poor people, what is the effect on the middle income people, and what is the effect on the rich people, that we can study with the help of consumer price index. So because of that only we are telling consumer price index, or otherwise called cost of living index. Now I explain the uses of consumer price index. I think you are all very much clear about the cost of living index or consumer price index. So it explains the average change price over a period of time and how it will affect the cost of living of a particular class of people. Now we will discuss about what are the uses of consumer price index. First, consumer price index are useful in wage negotiations and wage contracts. So here the wage earners, if they want to bargain or negotiate wages from their employer, here the consumer price index are very much useful. So on the basis of the changes in the cost of living, the wages should be adjusted or changed. So for wage negotiations and wage contracts, the consumer price index are very much useful. The number two, useful for making wage policy, price policy, taxation and general economic policies. So here the government or the planners, if they want to make any change in the wage policy or any change in the price policy or any change in the taxation policy or even in any change in the general economic policies, at that time they have to consider the consumer price index, because the policy of the government should provide benefit to the people. So here is the, if the price of a particular commodity or the essential commodities are goes on increasing, means at that time the minimum price or minimum price should be fixed by the government for that essential commodities. Or on the other hand, suppose there is a heavy reduction in the price of the commodities which are produced by the farmers or the agriculturists, at that time government should give minimum support price. So here for making price policy or income policy, taxation policy, wage policy, the consumer price index are very much useful and important. The third one, the consumer price index are used to measure the purchasing power of money and real income of the people. So here real income in the sense in terms of goods and services, real term. Monetary term means in terms of money, real term means in terms of goods and services. So what is the income earned by a labor for one day? For example, you take a labor is getting rupees 500 as wage per day, means the money income of that particular labor is called 500. So now the money, with the help of that money income, we can analyze the real income. Suppose 1 kg of rice is equal to 50 rupees, and with the help of this 500 rupees, how many kg of rice a labor can purchase? That is called the real income or the purchasing power of money. So here according to our example, the price of rice per kg is equal to 50 and the wage of the labor is equal to 500 rupees. So with the help of that he can buy 10 kg of rice. So the real income or the purchasing power of that 500 rupees in terms of rice is equal to 10 kg. So here the consumer price index are very much useful in determining or measuring the purchasing power of money or and the real income of the people. The number 4, here the consumer price index are used to analyze the market price for particular kinds of goods and services. So here the consumer price index are used to analyze the market price, the price prevailing in the market for particular kind of goods and services. Now I am going to explain about the methods of constructing index number, that is consumer price index. Methods of constructing consumer price index. So here there are two ways in which we can construct the cost of living index or the consumer price index. Number one, aggregate expenditure method. Here is nothing but what is the total amount of money spent by an employer or employee or a person on different goods and services. So here this method is nothing but the last pair index method. So here aggregate expenditure method is based on last pair method and it is the widely used one. We have already discussed about the meaning of last pair in the construction of index number, that too weighted index number. So here the formula which is used to analyze the consumer price index on the basis of aggregate expenditure method is consumer price index equal to sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into 100. Is a simple formula given by Laspierre. He has given more importance to the base year quantity, so he has taken the base year quantity as weight. Then the second method, family budget method. So here the formula is sigma PV by sigma V. Here what do you mean by PP is nothing but the price relative and V equal to weight. If suppose the weight is not given at that time, how we have to calculate the V value means we can multiply the base year price with the base year quantity. For example, I will explain how to construct consumer price index using family budget method with the help of an example. So here the 5 commodities are given, weight is given, price in the base year and price in the current year is given. So here the commodity A, B, C, D, E and weight 40, 25, 5, 20, 10 and the price in the base year 15, 40, 2, 5, 4 and the price in the current year 20, 60, 3, 7, 5. So now I will explain how to construct consumer price index with the help of family budget method. So here weight we can denote it by V. So to find out sigma V, you have to take the sum of all the V values. So here the sum of all the V values is equal to 100, that is sigma V equal to 100. Then the price in 2005, that is the base year price is denoted by P0 and the current year price is denoted by P1. So here now we have to estimate the price relatives, that is P equal to P1 divided by P0 into 100. So for each and every commodity the current year price should be divided by the base year price and multiplied by 100, that is called the price relative. So the price relative values are 133.33, 150, 150, 140, 125. So this is the price relative value, that is P. So now we can multiply the P value with the V value, that is the price relative value should be multiplied with the weights. So by multiplying these two values, the PV values are 5333.30, 3750, 750, 2800, 1250, and after calculating the PV value you can take the total of all PV values. So this is equal to 13,883.20. So after estimating these two values, we can substitute the value in the formula. So consumer price index equal to sigma PV by sigma V. So the sigma PV value is 13,883.20 and that should be divided by 100. So the consumer price index is equal to 138.83. So here suppose index number for different commodities and their weights are given. Suppose sometimes in the sum they can give the index number for different commodities and their weights are given. At that time, what's the formula we can use to calculate the consumer price index means the consumer price index equal to sigma IW divided by sigma W. W is nothing but the weight, I means the index number. So simply you can take the total of W value, that is weight values, that will provide sigma W, and you can multiply the weight value with the index number value. You will get IW value, and you can take the sum of all the IW values. You will get sigma IW value. Then you can substitute the values in the formula. Consumer price index equal to sigma IW divided by sigma W. You will get consumer price index at the time of index numbers and weights are given. So it's a simple one. The consumer price index is a simple one. I think you will be clearly understand what do you mean by consumer price index wherever we are using consumer price index and how to consider consumer price index. Thank you friends.